Hi, well, this time you've actually caught me in the workshop. A lot of what I was bequeathed from Doreen arrived in not a very good state. So over the last sort of 15 years, Julie and I have been restoring a lot of it. Her books especially were in terrible condition. Her apartment was very damp and didn't do the work any good. So at the moment, a couple of things I'm working on is this little figure here, which is a kind of made up of bird parts, but it's actually a witch on a broomstick, which I believe is Strega, an Italian form of witchcraft. And what's happening with this is that it needs a little bit of restoration, but also the head was that of a bird, and that bird's head's come off, so we need to reattach that. But the thing I'm working on today is Janus. This was made by Doreen, and Janus was a Roman god, and he was attributed to January, and as this is January, I thought it was an appropriate time to work on. Janus is always seen with two heads, so he's a god that looks forward and backwards. He's always depicted with two faces. He presides over several things. He's a god of transition, and also doors. So his temple at the time of conflict always had the doors of his temple open, and then when the battle was over, when the battle was won, his doors to the temple would be closed. And the other thing is that he's also the god of passages, and he is the guardian to the gates of heaven. Also, one of the role is that of, as his role of gatekeeper, and that is where the word janitor comes from Janus. So it's just a little bit of touching up. What had happened with this was that one of the horns on the top had come off, so I've put that back on, and I don't want to make too big a job of it because this is how Doreen did it. So this is just a case of just giving it some restoration and repainting.